hopefully you can hear me. I've got the dryer running. My husband and I spent all day yesterday catching up on laundry and purging clothes because we all have far too many. We've gotten a bunch cleaned out, still have a bunch more we need to do, but we're making progress. I got on today because I just wanted to share some things on my mind, and that is this moment in time in which we are living. The world is a disturbing place. There are people doing things that some would deem appropriate and some would deem inappropriate or even evil. And nobody can agree on anything because nobody can agree on what is right or true. Nobody can agree on the facts. Nobody can agree on how to interpret the facts. Everybody is looking at it from a different worldview with different life experiences to back up that worldview. And what I'm seeing from both sides of whatever issue you want to think on is when something goes their way, all of a sudden the media is right and all the facts are correct, and you can use the media to back you up. If something goes a different direction in a way you don't like, suddenly the media can't be trusted and it's all propaganda. And I'm seeing this from both sides of opinions. I feel like I'm not making sense, but hopefully I am. I'm trying to be vague and not limit this to a particular issue, because I feel like if I bring up a certain issue, that is immediately going to rile everyone up and then they're not going to listen to anything else I have to say. Until we can agree on what the truth is, we can agree on what is morally right or wrong, and until we can agree on the fact that we are looking at things from different perspectives, and all of us have some good and some bad inside of us, until we can come to those realizations, we will never come to an agreement, and any debates we have are fruitless. Just saying. There is no point in lashing out at people on Facebook or Instagram or what have you, because it's not going to change anyone's mind. It's going to waste your mental, emotional energy and keep you from being present in the moment where you need to be. This moment is all you have. We are not guaranteed our next breath. And if we waste all of it debating people we don't know, or even people we do know, on social media about world issues, it's a waste of your life. So, can we agree that we are all looking at every issue from a different perspective? I would think yes. Can we agree that some of us are Christians, some of us are atheists, some of us are Buddhist, some of us are Hindu or Muslim or whatever, and therefore we're all going to have different religious beliefs associated with who we are, how we think people should live, what is right and wrong, etc. I think that is something we can all agree on. We're coming from different places. Can we agree that in our own personal lives, we have sometimes made bad decisions and we have sometimes made good decisions? I think we can all agree on that. We agree that in order for there to be truth, it has to be absolute. That's one that people have a hard time agreeing on. But if it's not absolute and it can change depending on who you are or what you think, how is it truth? We have to figure out how to get to the root of what we believe and why we believe it, why why we share the things we share, why we say the things we say. We have to recognize that if a person shares something that angers you, they are sharing it based on their life experiences and their beliefs and what they think is important. It's not meant to it's not meant for you necessarily. Sometimes people do that, I guess, passive aggressively. But not everything is about you and what you think. So, can we all give each other a little bit of grace? Can we recognize that every person most likely is doing the best they can to do the right thing? What they believe is right might be different than what you believe is right. And that's not cool, but it's reality, and you don't need to hate them or be rude or disrespectful to them just because they are different from you. I think that's all I'm gonna say right now. Just hope that everyone can be a little bit more open-minded towards one another. Recognize the beauty in each person. We are all made in the image of God. We all deserve respect. We are all valuable. It's a tragedy when any human life is ended before its time. It's not something that we should debate about whether they deserved it or whether, I don't know. I'm not getting into all that. But we are all made in the image of God, and therefore every person matters. Every person's opinion matters. They might not be right, but they matter. And we don't need to attack each other for what we think. Let's participate in civil discourse, respectful conversation. Let's listen before we speak, and breathe and take a minute before we react.